Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I like to show you to do your button mapping on your Switch 2. Alright, so it's not apparent straight out of the box or while using your device that you can actually remap your buttons. So let's say for example, this is A, B, Y, X and you get the directions, right? But let's say for example, you thought it was a better idea to change the trigger for a particular game, that this would be better as the A button, which is the shoulder button up here, would be better as that's R, or we have L over here. So let's say you think you're playing Mario Go-Kart and you think you would want the R trigger, which is the right trigger up here, to be your A button. You can actually switch them around, and of course you can customize it to your liking. All right, so I'm gonna show you to remap your buttons. All right, to remap your buttons, go to settings. All right, so once you are here, go down to accessibility. Next, you're gonna look here where it says button mapping. You're gonna tap. Now button mapping do both of your Joy-Cons. Here we have the right Joy-Con and the left Joy-Con. All right, so let's say for example I wanted to switch this up. This would be my right side, so I'm gonna do the right Joy-Con, and you can do it for both. Notice it gives you the options. These will become available when you actually change. You can load a preset, meaning that you can actually save a preset later on, meaning you save your configuration, or you can load a preset, or you can reset the controller mapping, meaning in case you move things around too much and you can't remember default, you can restore the default by using reset controller mapping, but it will only appear when you edit. So let's use this one. So we're going to use the right button, we're going to edit. All right, so right away it shows you the default layout. So you can see here my right trigger is up here, then the ZR trigger is on this side over here. There is X and A and B and so on. So if I want, I could go right here and change the trigger here. So all I have to do is to go ahead and, for example, here it says for the right trigger. So if I want, I tap, and once I tap, it gives me the options. So if I want, I can switch this to A. So all I gotta do is find the A button. See? So I can switch that to A. All right, and I can go down to A and set it to the Z trigger, which is the R. All right, you get the idea what I'm saying. All right, I could even turn it off or set it to a home button, doesn't really matter. All right, so I'm gonna set this to R button. All right, so you get the idea. So by doing that, it has switched them around, and of course you can mess around this as you want. And then all you gotta do when you're finished is hit save, and it says your button mapping has been changed. All right, so you may want to inform others of the change because things are now switched around. People are used to the default, so it's basically warning you. You're gonna hit OK. All right, so hit OK. All right, now as we were saying earlier, you can see now that you have customized just those two. All right, but you can go through and set all of them. So those are the custom modifications that you have made. So if you want, you can actually go through and change all of them out and customize everything afresh. And of course, I'm just doing the ones here just to show you. All right, so let's say you want to, you have gone through all the trouble, you can save as a preset, so you can load later on, or you can reset the controller mapping. So because I'm not going to use this, I'm going to reset it. It's currently active, so I'm going to reset controller mapping. All right, so I'm going to select, and here it says reset. I'm going to hit reset. All right, so you saw now that I have reset it, and of course, if you want, you can go back in. Remember, if you're doing a total custom overall, go ahead and change out every button in the list. So do not stop at just two. Simply go through and map everything to the new scheme. If you want to repeat some of them, like for example, if you want to keep B as B, just simply go through and map B as B back and switch around the ones that you want to switch around, and just simply do everything in the list and save. All right, just showing you how to go about that. And of course, here you go. You can do the same for the left Joy-Con. You can go through, you can edit and map, and of course, if you make a mistake, you can reset. All right, so once you set it up as you want and save it or back up your save to save your work so you never have to do this again. Once you're finished, you can exit, and all you gotta do from here is go ahead and enjoy one of your games like Mario Kart. And of course, you should know, if you did it right, be able to use, like, for example, instead of the A for acceleration, you could just simply hold here for acceleration and you're good to go. All right, so I do hope this was useful, and see you in the next one, guys. Bye.